brother. Ben, I loved your video yesterday about the Coral Restoration Foundation, and if you have not watched it, go watch it right here before you watch this video. It's, you know, way more important. Go comment on it and stuff. After all, Ben, just because Finding Nemo ruined your life doesn't mean that we should ruin his. So Ben, today I'm talking about cookies and what your favorite cookie says about you. Let's kick it off with the all-time classic and my favorite, the chocolate chip cookie. If the chocolate chip cookie is your favorite cookie, then you're obviously a very well-rounded person and you're probably very good looking. I mean, how can you not like a chocolate chip cookie, Ben? It is like the classic best kind of cookie there is. It's warm, it's gooey, there's chocolate. Ah, I want one now. Before we move on, I should mention that I'm only talking about like the classic baked in the house kind of cookies, not like store-bought stuff. There's just way too many kinds out there. That being said, let's move on to number 2, sugar cookies. Ha, trick question, Ben. If your favorite cookie is sugar cookies, chances are they weren't home-baked. Why? We'll get to that in a second. Okay, I got bad news for you. The fact is, if you love sugar cookies, it's probably because you grew up on store-bought cookies. Or because your mom can't bake. Here's the problem. Sure, sugar cookies rule the grocery store. They come in fun shapes and sizes. They're covered in like sparkly sprinkles. How can you say no? The problem is that the home-baked ones taste exactly like the store-bought ones. There's no variation between sugar cookies store-bought and home, and that's why sugar cookies are at the bottom of my list. Number 3, the white macadamia nut cookie. Alright, if your favorite cookie is the white macadamia nut cookie, I have news for you. You might already know this, maybe not, I don't know, but here it is. You're white. Now before you argue, let me ask you this. Are you white? Now, I'm not trying to be racist, and the fact that there's white in the title of this cookie has nothing to do with it. The fact is that white chocolate chips are like far inferior to any other kind of chocolate chip. And that's why white people like them, because they like to insist that difficult things are in fact better. Also, did I mention there's macadamia nuts in there? Do you know how expensive macadamia nuts are? Why are you putting them in cookies? You know you could have put chocolate chips in there, right? And not white chocolate chips. Number 4, chocolate chip cookies. Okay, let's face it, you'd rather be eating brownies. What are you even doing on this list? I mean, honestly, you could have just made brownies, or better yet, regular chocolate chip cookies. But no, you decided to go to all the extra effort to make the batter chocolate, and for what? A drier cookie? Maybe not all chocolate chip cookies, but all the ones I have seem to be just like inherently dry and just less enjoyable than a regular chocolate chip cookie. Number 5, the oatmeal raisin cookie. So this is the complete opposite of the sugar cookie, which has an item of food that's bad for you in the title, sugar. This has oatmeal and raisin, 2 items of food that are good for you. It's also the opposite of the sugar cookie because in the sugar cookie's case, your mom probably couldn't cook very well, but in the oatmeal raisin cookie's case, it means your mom must have been an amazing baker to make oatmeals and raisin into a cookie that you enjoyed above all other cookies. I've also noticed that people who rank the oatmeal raisin above all other cookies seem to be in some like secret club, and when they find each other, it's like they may as well have found their soulmates. Oh my god, John, you wouldn't believe it. She likes oatmeal raisin cookies too! I have to be careful with oatmeal raisin cookies, because they're tricky. Have you ever bit into one thinking it was a chocolate chip cookie? Yeah. We've all been there. No one wants to make that mistake. Speaking of tricky, that brings me to my final cookie of the evening. The snickerdoodle. Now, if your favorite cookie is the snickerdoodle, then I don't believe you. I would like to attest that you are the victim of a serious placebo effect. I'm betting that you heard Snickers candy bar and cookie and imagined them coming together in a glorious union, and then you actually tried a snickerdoodle, and then you decided this was the best thing ever because to face the actual truth would have been the greatest disappointment of your life. I mean, the name Snickerdoodle is just misleading. I remember the first time my mom made them, I was so excited and then blah. And I wouldn't even be that upset if the actual cookie still tasted really good, because, you know, it looks like a disc of butter covered in cinnamon. You think it's gonna be great, but then it's never been that great for me, and I've tried so many different people's snickerdoodles, and they always say my kids love them. Your kids are delusional. So there you go, Ben. 6 great or not great snickerdoodle cookies. My question for you and everybody else is, of course, what is your favorite cookie? Let me know down in the towel section below, and I will see you in another life, brother.